Good morning. First full day in Singapore. It seems like I've been here a lot, but actually I've only filmed a food tour in Singapore once. There's still so much more food to cover. So I figured today we start off in Chinatown.
Do you wanna follow? Baby, do you wanna follow? Come with me. Do you wanna follow? Baby, can't you see that? I wanna go and I wanna know.
There's so much stuff here. I'm looking for Outram Park Fried Kway Teow. Ah, there it is. Line already. Oh my God, long line. It must be good. This place is located inside the Hong Lim complex. I think I was here once before. Just so many different stalls. The thing with Singapore hawker stalls is that I think most of them are really good. Then you see the ones with a long line. Those are the best of the best. Really got high expectations for this place. So it's only fried kway teow here, and you can add some oysters or add an egg, but that's it. This is all they sell. Hello, I'll take one. Spicy? What I love about hawker centers here and these food stalls is that it was explained in Crazy Rich Asian. A lot of these places only have one dish and they've been perfecting it for forever. God, my first food of the day, and there's so much emotion going on right now. Oh, thank you so much. It is not a complete Singapore meal without some lime juice. Oh yeah. To me, char kway teow is the quintessential Singaporean comfort food. Eating this thing is like cozying up to a roaring fire when there's a blizzard happening outside. It just makes you feel all warm and safe and secure. This is like the giant teddy bear of food. Everything I love about Singapore in one bite. Spicy, crunchy. If you don't know what fried kway teow is, it's basically stir-fried rice noodles. And the dish is on the heavier side, which is ironic that such a heavy dish tastes like it was made from up there. Another thing I love about the lime juice is they put sour plums inside, which aids your digestion, meaning you can eat more food, you feel hungrier. This thing got a nice seafood flavor, a little bits of clams in here. The kway teow is soft and chewy. The chilies, the perfect amount. Like, this is as spicy as I will want it. Otherwise, it's gonna cover up too much of the flavor. Of course, you can't forget the crunch from the sprouts, which is such an integral ingredient to this dish, and the signature charred flavor from that flaming hot wok. That's like the essence to this dish. And all that for 4 Singapore dollars, which is like $3. The price of a fish fillet sandwich at McDonald's. This place, one of my favorite kway teow places in Singapore. That is a complete breakfast. Let's keep eating. Next place I'm going to is right around the corner. Ah Hong Curry Chicken Bee Hong Mee. Actually, I just ran into a really cool guy named Kevin. He told me to come here. I've been standing here only for about a minute. I'm already salivating from that curry aroma, which is just floating all around this complex. Whew. That looks so good. And you gotta add a lot of hot oil. That's what the locals told me. These curry noodles got a couple of huge pieces of chicken on top. Fish cake, gluten, potatoes. I got a combo of 2 different types of noodles. The yellow noodle and the thin rice noodle. And all that is soaked in this delectable curry broth. And of course, hot oil. Sometimes food gods just work in mysterious ways. I was actually gonna leave this complex. I got a couple more other places to go to. But then I run into my buddy Kevin, tells me about this place. And before I even put it in my mouth, I could tell this is amazing. Noodle, dip it in the curry broth a little more. When you take a bite of this, you kind of get lost for a second there. It feels like you're swimming through a river of just the most fragrant, aromatic curry. The curry soup is relatively light, flavorful, slightly sweet, and while I was waiting in line, I saw another auntie and she told me to load up on the chilies. I only got 1 scoop in because there were people behind me, but I should have got a couple more scoops in because spicy and the sweet makes you really just want to put your face in this bowl and slurp till this is all gone. I love the gluten. This is the sponge of the food world, and it just soaks up so much of that delightful soup and pieces of chicken. This seems to be all white meat and so incredibly tender. I want to get a big old piece with some gluten, some chicken, some noodles, and I want to put it all on a spoonful of this curry broth. Oh, that curry flavor is just insane. Oh, fish cake too is so bouncy and light. Wow, this is like Christmas in a bowl. Another thing I love in curry, of course, is the potato. Pop that in your mouth. Oh, that was more like an air-tato. So you got the creamy broth, the chewy noodles, and you got crunchy sprouts in here for a change of texture. Flavors, sweet, spicy, creamy, all the flavors I love, partying it up in this bowl. The only drawback of this experience is that this is hot and spicy, and basically so is this country. But you know what? Small price to pay. Let's keep going. Honestly, I don't even know what this line is for, but I'm getting in it. So the place I was standing at is called Cantonese Delight. They serve curry noodles, they serve fried chicken, and this is wonton noodles with roast pork. This thing is just doused with sauce. Little bitty wontons, nice char siu, got a big old gailan. This will fulfill my veggie quota of the day. Oh, the char siu, sweet, smoky. Noodles are nice and chewy. Wontons I like. Really thin wrapper, big old chunk of meat. I feel like this will be better if there was some vinegar in here. I didn't see any vinegar. It tastes good, but there's a little too much soy sauce in here for me. Soup's good. I think maybe if I just combine these two and make this into like a noodle soup, I think that actually made it a little better. Made it a whole lot less soy saucy. The roast pork is absolutely fantastic. And don't get me wrong, this dish is delicious, but I feel like there's a little too much soy sauce, so it comes off a bit one-dimensional. I think maybe their curry is really good because everyone was getting curry, but I just had curry, so I didn't want another curry dish. But still, better than most wonton noodles you'll find in New York. And this is really cool. As I was eating, Isaac, who watches the show, and we met last time I was in Singapore, brought over a couple of tarts for me. First of all, that's the coconut tart. I think we can all agree this is fairly beautiful. I mean, who wouldn't look at this and just want to take a bite? But then, look at this thing. This is the egg tart. Look at it dance. This thing's got more moves than I do. The coconut tart, you can still see the shredded coconuts. No wonder why my buddy comes here every single day during lunch and grabs one of these. The outside, so crumbly and buttery. And then inside, tender, moist, coconutty. And this thing is not overly sweet. It's just amazingly delightful. And then the egg tart. I don't know what I love more, because with this egg tart, you can taste that buttery, crumbly crust even more. That already is just one of the most bomb crust on an egg tart I think I've ever had. And then the center is just one of the lightest fillings. Let it sit on your tongue and it will just melt away like the sweetest of the sweetest memories. Wow. Isaac, man, thank you so much. That was a life-changing egg tart. I'm gonna find out where he actually got it from so I can show you guys. You need to try that. And so far, a mind-blowing brunch, capped off by that insane egg tart. Okay, I gotta get out of here. Some more places I wanna go to. Chinatown Food Day is not over. Now we're gonna go to part 2. The lunch continues. This is it, right here, SL2 Muffin. This is where the magical egg tarts are. Come here and get one. You gotta come here and try this. Again, thank you so much, Isaac. Next up, I've been craving some dumplings, and this stall in Chinatown is supposed to be pretty amazing. Let's start with the soup dumplings, because that's the easiest to expire. The soup dumpling is a little flat. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of soup in here. Dip this in a little vinegar, a little spice. But what it lacks in soup, it makes up 100% for in the thinness of the skin and the flavorful filling. This one looks like it has a little bit more soup. It's just scrumptious and delightful. And it's so very xiang. There's such a fragrant flavor to this. I'll be honest, I was thinking this might bomb because it looks like a deflated soup dumpling, but it turned out to be a flavor bomb instead. I'm sacrificing the soup of one dumpling just to show you guys. It's actually not a bad amount of soup inside. Replenish that with a little bit of vinegar. I've had plenty of soup dumplings in my day. I'm gonna add that to the must-try list. I mean, gosh, appearances are so deceiving in this case. I mean, just look at it. They look like soup dumplings that hit a nail on the road or something. I'm gonna dip this one in some of the hot oil with the wontons. Hot oil makes this even better. And they give you a lot. For I think $6, you get a dozen dumplings. Marvelous. I've heard a lot of good things about their fried dumplings as well. All the dumplings made fresh. It's like I'm walking in a chive garden. The same magical thin skin they use for the soup dumplings, they apply that concept to the regular dumplings as well. Crunchy on the outside, tons of chive flavor. Dunk it in a little bit of hot oil. Wow. 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 These dumplings should start in their own Pringles commercial because once you pop, you really can't stop. These are the hot oil wontons. Whenever I see these on the menu, I gotta try it. The wonton I feel like is the weakest thing I had so far. It's not bad because again, their magical wrappers are so incredibly thin and light, but I can't really taste the filling nearly as much as I did the dumplings and the soup dumplings. The mixture they put here, the vinegar, hot oil, everything, the seasoning, is absolutely delicious. But I would probably give this a pass next time. The noodles, I asked them, they don't actually make the noodles in-house. Whenever I see some jjajangmyeon on the menu, I crave it. It's good. Hey, I feel like it needs something. I'm gonna take the sauce from the wontons and add some to the noodles. It's a solid bowl of jjajangmyeon, but not the best I ever had. But if you do have a jjajangmyeon craving, it will definitely take care of it. All right, I feel like after this, I need something a little sweet or a little soupy. Like I said, I needed something soupy or sweet. Opted for soupy. I was trying to try this bak kut teh place last time I was in Singapore, and they were sold out of their most popular stuff. This is why you come back to countries. I just got a couple of simple things. The original bak kut teh, and then the rice noodles with soup, and I got a tea set. You know, have some bak kut teh with some actual tea. I got some pu'er. They have a pot of water right by the table, and they bring you all these cups because you can't let the tea soak in that pot. Just fill up all these cups. If you never had this before, contrary to the name, bak kut teh is not a tea, it's a soup. And this is a Singapore style bak kut teh, which means that it's not gonna be all that herby, and this soup is gonna be more peppery than anything else. So 3 ribs, and then you get a side of rice noodles with it. Very porky and peppery. Of all the bak kut tehs I have, I actually prefer the Singapore style better. I love white pepper in my soup. And white pepper is typically not a thing used in Western cooking, but try going to the Chinese supermarket, buying some, putting in your soup. You're gonna thank me. Oh, that just fall off the bone tender. The ribs got a nice porky flavor, but it is sort of mild, so I like adding a little bit more soy sauce to this. Extra stuff. Chase it with some rice noodles. Sip of the soup. A little bit of tea. Oh, that's great tea. 3 big ribs. I like a little chili with some rice noodles. Oh, that hits all the right spots. I needed this. I was really craving for some soup. Last thing I'm gonna eat today, and I had this the last time I was in Singapore. I didn't film it because I was so busy stuffing my face. And it's something that's pretty common, but they do it so well here. Mala hot pot. And this is a really, really, really busy place. And it's probably one of the best places to get mala hot pot, if not the best, in Singapore. I eat this quite a bit in New York, but they make it really, really, really spicy here. Another reason I love this place so much is because it is so cheap. So beef, $3, lamb, $3. That's Singapore dollars. That's really, really affordable. You get a ton of stuff. You can choose the spice level and your MSG level. This place don't even try to hide it. And I got really lucky. So after I got my food, line stretched all the way over there. 31. That's mine. Check out final meal of the day. It's so pretty. It's red and green and yellow and all the wonderful colors of Christmas all in this bowl. We got tofu skin, beef, gnocchi mushrooms, lotus. I don't remember getting lotus. Is this the right bowl? Tofu skin, tripe, lapchan, everything, bean sprouts. Oh, it's just so much stuff. It's like one of those claw machines, but each turn, it comes up a winner. It's just such a variety of color, texture, flavor in here. And this thing, of course, is gonna be spicy. It's gonna be numbing. Only thing I wish they had was the really thin pieces of beef, the fatty beef. This beef is a little thick. I'm sure they're still gonna taste good, but the fatty beef, there's nothing like it in a dish like this. Take a bunch, put it on your rice. Wow, they definitely add a lot of heat in here, which is one of the reasons I love this place. And it's so flavorful. Probably because of the MSG. The beef is actually a lot tenderer than I thought. Tripe, absolute must with this dish. This is my comfort food. Like for me, I love this dish because I want to eat rice sometimes, and then I feel like hot pot as well. And this is the perfect solution. Stir fry hot pot, bowl of rice. Perfect combo. And what's crazy is that all this, 26 Singapore dollars, which is only about 20 bucks. The same thing, if you get a bowl like this at, let's say the New York food court, this is easily $35, $40. And I think it tastes a lot better here. And when you dig deep, there's some sauce in here as well. Get the stuff on the bottom. It's gonna be a little saucier. That's gonna translate directly onto your rice. And the lapchan, this is an amazing stir-fry hot pot ingredient. What a perfect way to wrap up this day in Chinatown. I can't believe last time I was here, I never went around Chinatown. There's so many good places here to eat, and I haven't even scratched the surface, which I guess is good. That means more trips to Singapore. All right, guys, as always, all the places I went to is listed for you in my description box below. And if you also love tofu fighting, new shirt designs are available for you in the store. All that link is down below as well. Thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again, I'll see you later.